Hello guys, good day. I'm back again for another tutorial. So our tutorial for today is for continuation of the Fusion PBX. So once again, this is HBT tutorial. So if you like my video, can you please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you always updated on our latest video. Okay guys, so for today, we will continue the setting up of the Fusion PBX as I mentioned on my last video. So we will setting up the VoIP or the gateway so that we can make a test outbound call, and also we're going to create set up the gateway, create the extension, create the dial plan, and also adding some ACL control for the Fusion and also for the VoIP area. Okay guys, so let's begin the setup. So first you need to log into your Fusion PBX. And then you need to go to your gateway. So as you can see, we don't have a gateway right now. So, and also we don't have yet add any clients. So maybe we can tackle that also on the next video. For now, we will going to make a test if our Fusion PBX is working and running perfectly. Okay, so for today, we're going to add our gateway on our main domain or domain. Okay, so from here, then you can click add. Okay, so from here, the gateway, it means your gateway name. You can type Twilio or, so I will type Twilio. And also you need to go to your Twilio account and create an elastic zip trunk. Then click the manage and go for the trunk. So when you go here on trunk, you need to create your own trunk carrier. So I will create here, then I will put Fusion PBX and then create. So after I create, so as you can see, it's loading, and then you will redirect to this portion. You need to click the termination. So termination, it means for outgoing call. So from the termination trunk, you can create your termination URL. So let's say Fusion VoIP. Okay, and then let's try. It's not available. Okay, we can FS PBX. Let's check. Okay, that one is available. So we have a custom, and then you can see your localized URL here. Just click this one, then you will see the the link of the every zip location that you can. So much better you can select the nearest location where your server located, and then you can get for example, your server is located on US or any in US, so much better you can choose any of these two. Or if in Europe, you can use the Frankfurt and Dublin. Okay, and for me, I will try to use for me Singapore, and I will choose Tokyo, or I will try to use the US. Okay, I just copy this one, and don't forget also to add your Fusion PBX public IP, okay, or your static IP address from your ISP on your server provider. Fusion PBX, and then I will need to get my public IP. This is my public IP. Then I go back to Twilio, and then paste, then just copy this one and paste, and then create the ACL. So it means this domain you can able to make outgoing call with this IP address only. So because we will using IP based authentication. Okay. So after that, you need to go back to your Fusion PBX and then continue this setup. So the gateway name or your any name that you want from your trunk, and then from here the domain or the IP address or that from your VoIP provider. Okay, then here from default. Okay, from the register, because we did not use any registration, we only using the IP based authentication, so we going to set this one to false. And then from okay, external. From the domain, you can, because we are using a Fusion PBX, the main domain. So for now, I will set to global. So, okay, and then save. Okay, so we have now on one gateway, Fusion, the Twilio, and then we're going to create now an extension. You can go to account again, then extension, add extension. So from 6666. Okay, so caller ID name, HP tutorial. So you need to add a caller ID because when you make outbound call using Twilio, if you don't have a caller ID, the call or valid caller ID, the call will not pass through. So I just put the test call only. And then if you want to record the call, it means choose whether is record local call, inbound, or all. So for me, we will try to call so that all the incoming, outgoing, it will be recorded. Also, if they call through locals. Okay, and then save. And this is your password now. So the Fusion PBX will give you a generated password. Okay? And then after that, we will going to go to our server. Or if you have any available IP phones, you can configure also to any IP phones. Okay, so going to create a zip account from our 6666. Okay, and then the password. And then the proxy or the domain. So my domain, it should be the hbtutorial.tk. Okay. And then next. If you have changed the default port for the internal zip or connection, so you probably need to add some port here. For now, I'll just use the default so that I'll choose only the plane. So it means the default is 5060, port 5060 default port. Okay, then next, and wait until, okay, so our account is be added. And as you can see, we have registered now. Let's check. So our account is registered. And then if you can see here the registration, so you will see your account here as being registered. Okay, then next we will going to create our outbound routes. Okay, so we're going to add an outbound routes. Select your gateway or your trunk where the call will be passed. Okay, so and then select the dial plan. So you can choose the long distance. Okay, and then you can put a name, put Twilio, and then save. Okay, so now we are ready to make a test call. Okay, for me, uh, I will access the CLI first so that I will check the log of the server if the call passing or not. Okay. Okay, so let us check if our call was passing successfully to our from our zip phone to Twilio. Okay, Fusion, and then for the CLI, fs underscore CLI, so that you can see the CLI console for the Twilio. Okay, and then uh, so I will enable the trace log. Okay, and then I'm going to make a test call. So we have a test number here from Twilio. I will get set up my headset. Let me check. Audio wizard. Okay. Okay, microphone. Test. Okay, step, great. Okay, and then we're going to try to make a call. So this is the number that we called. So we're going to dial 1650-489-4546 and then call. Oops, they said enter working unexpected. So we got an error. Outbound. Let me check what is the number. Destination. Okay, so as you can see, we need to. Okay, so we don't have a, let me check the error log on Twilio. Okay, so let us check. Okay, so we have an error. It means they said here, invalid phone number. The called number is not correctly formatted. So it means because Twilio requires an valid E.164 number, it means when you dial the number, we need to add a plus sign on the first. So it means plus one, etc. Okay. So from there, we need to go back on our FusionPBX because we need to modify our Dialplan here. So for past test, you can delete, okay, and you can add again. So Twilio, so you can choose the country code or the 11-digit long distance call, and then from the prefix, so this is the important, put the X so that every time you dial, they have X on the first line. So this is the prefix were put. Okay, then Twilio. Okay, so then save. Okay, so we can check now. So we can now make a test. So let me the inbound story, and I will redial the call. So as you can see, the call is passing now. So okay. So let's check later the available. So as you can see, the call is passing. So it means our setup and settings on Twilio it's working. Okay. So as you can hear my voice. Okay. Okay. So this one. So Let's try to call again, as you can see. Okay, we can hang up the call, then click the history, you can hear, then call again. Invite the call. So as you can see, we have a positive sign over there. Okay, so we have successfully configured our outbound call with FusionPBX and Twilio. Okay, so when you go here on your once again, so this is a very important when you use the Twilio. So when you create an okay, so it's hung up already. Okay, so this is the very important for, especially for the carrier or VoIP provider that requires E.164 numbers, so they need to have a plus sign every number you call, especially like Twilio, and also some VoIP provider, they need that. Okay, so you can add on trunk, Twilio, your gateway, if you have multiple gateway, and you can also put a field over here. Once the Twilio, the call did not pass, automatically transferred to alternate one. If the alternate one also did not make a successful connection to the carrier, it automatically pass to alternate 3 or 2. Okay, so you can select the long distance or the 10 digit. I think it's possible, but not possible this 10 digit, so I think the North America. Yeah. So okay, so example, we are using the 11 digit long distance. So and 11 digit long distance. Okay, so and then don't forget to add a prefix X from here. So if you have a VoIP provider, then they require you also to add some prefix, or for example, your VoIP provider is not Twilio and other provider, but they ask you to add prefix 7458 on your number. So the number, when you send the number to your provider, it should be 7458, then your customer dialed number, so that the call will pass through your carrier. Okay. Okay, so I think this is our tutorial for now. So we have successfully integrate or set up our Twilio VoIP provider to our FusionPBX for their outgoing calls. So as you can see, you can hear the voice from the test number from Twilio, and then they play it back. So it means we don't have an issue from the RTP or the audio, and also the one-way audio. Because when we do our installation, I'll show you on how to input or change on the internal and external zip account, so that, or zip profile, so that because AWS server is behind that. So if you did not do that, so your call will not passing. When you make out it pass, but you cannot hear any voice from your customer. So that's also very important when your server is on behind NAT. Okay guys, once again, this is HBT tutorial. So thank you again for subscribing my channel. So hope you like it, my video. And don't forget also to make a like and share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you're always updated on our latest video. Okay guys, thank you, and our next video we will continue the Fusion PBX. So next video will be setting up the incoming call, or incoming, for incoming call, and then creating some other client or domain, making some uh, group call, or any settings that I know, basic settings that I know on Fusion PBX. Okay guys, thank you again. Bye bye. See you next video guys. Bye bye.